Nailed them. Headshot.
Go.
What's up guys, my name is Serge and this is Valorant Sheriff Guide. In this video we won't talk about stats or weapon costs because I consider you smart enough to find this out in game by yourself. Instead we will find out when to use this weapon, how to use Sheriff according to its mechanics and your positioning, how to train it, and in the end we will discuss few additional tips and tricks. Let's go! When to use Sheriff. In my opinion, you should buy this gun only in one case, on eco rounds. Forget about highlights and montages from YouTube, where people destroy enemies' team only with Sheriff in full buy rounds. This gun is not Apex Legends wingman, and this plays happen not too often. Plus most of these clips are from unranked or high skill players smurfing. Your goal is effectiveness, so we look for breaking enemies' economy, or if we got lucky, getting better device from downed enemies and winning the round. Buy Sheriff only on eco rounds. You can ask me, what about force rounds? Sheriff is high risk, high reward weapon, and if you are confident enough in your aim, you can buy it. If not yet, consider buying SMGs or shotguns for easier kills. Now let's talk how to use Sheriff mechanically and how to execute on both attack and defense. Main rule here, on every engagement rely only on first bullet. If you missed it, every fight becomes lottery. In 90% of the cases it is done. You won't really need second shot against good opponent. That's why I don't pay much attention to the time when gun resets and ready to second shot. You can look at the barrel and see when you can land second shot, at the exact moment when barrel went down. But usually it is too late. If your ping allows, take extra time to lock your crosshair on target and then shoot. Do not become monkey which instantly starts to smash mouse one button. Next key for good Sheriff shots is perfect crosshair placement. I mean perfect. I won't talk about it here because I have whole video describing this topic. You can find it in the description by the way. I will just say that here you need to pay extra attention to the natural markers on the map. It will help you with crosshair positioning a lot. There are a couple examples. The last essential part of Sheriff's mechanics is good counter-strafing. You cannot run and gun with this weapon, at least now in Act 2. Your bullets will fly to another dimension. You need to stand still to land perfect shot. I recommend to spend from 5 to 10 minutes on shooting range to practice it before every session, not only with Sheriff but also with Vandal. This should be your second nature. The best distance for using Sheriff is medium range. On long range engagements you lose the ability to one-tap your opponent. At least now in Act 2. Probably it will change in the future, but now I will never pick against Vandal or Operator in the areas like Ascent Mid. Short range engagements are also not good option, because it is hard to make precise headshot on the opponent who runs, jumps and spam shoots you with shotgun or SMG. That's why I try to avoid areas like double doors on Heaven, where you can meet Stinger or shorty users. We've done with mechanics, let's talk about your positioning. When you play on attacking side, you have three options. First I call aggressive. You look for engagements, clearing angles one by one, trying to preposition crosshair on the place where you expect your enemies to appear. Next I call passively aggressive. You use this strategy in the areas where map structure allows you to do it, like both A and B side on split. Basically you just preposition your crosshair and waiting for enemy to pick. Passive strategy you use if you know that your opponents are aggressive and will push you. You get off angle and wait. Defense strategies are the same. If you are confident enough, you can make aggressive plays trying to get better device. You can hold default positions. And you can make passive plays holding off angles. Also, according to positioning, in my opinion in these cases, it really doesn't matter if you get positioned with the ability to escape or take one and done position. It is completely up to you. How to train Sheriff? I think that the best ways to train this gun are dev matches and actual game. As we know from the part about mechanics, Sheriff one taps are not only about flicking, so do not fool yourself thinking that playing co-op click timing scenarios will make you Sheriff God. Floyd Mayweather didn't become best boxer of all time just by hitting punching back. There are many controversies around this topic. Some people say that co-op is bullshit. Some say that you need to grind it like 3 hours per day. I will tell you from my experience that it helps, but not as much as we all want it to. Kovac or MLab training should take from 10 to 20% of your time, but main focus should be practice inside the game. According to Kovac routines, in my opinion, these are the best. Playing Kovac, look for precision and making flicks in straight lines. Even if you'll make it very slow, don't worry about time. Your goal is building good habits, not getting good score. And one very important thing, play Kovac after your gaming sessions. I don't know why, but training before playing matchmaking f***s up your performance. If you think that you know better scenarios for Valorant, feel free to share them in comments, I will appreciate it. On shooting range, you can shoot standing still and while moving using counter strafing. Put speed on medium, or if you hit less than 15 shots, on easy and practice. You can change distances and even verticality using these boxes. On shooting range, you can play whenever you want, before gaming session, after, or even between games. It will affect your performance only in positive way. One more good way to train not only Sheriff but any gun is to get on custom server with your friend and play duels on default positions. In dev matches, try to get better angles, practice counter strafing and crosshair placement. Don't worry about your place in the leaderboard and kill count. In-game key factor is your confidence. Always remember that you have the ability to kill any agent with all types of armor with just one shot, and try to capitalize on that. So training Kovac, fire in range, play one-on-one with your friend, but play more dev matches and matchmaking because only real engagements can make you the master. Now it is time for additional tips and tricks. Buy skins for Sheriff such as River, Ion and Singularity, which have different sound and bullet tracers than default. I do not have skins for Sheriff because right now I'm saving money for new GPU, but if you have free money, buy it. I have Dragon Vandal and I can say that it is disgusting to use default skin after using it. I don't know if it is placebo, but skins in Valorant really help you to shoot better. My theory is that the thing that helps is different gun sound. I tried to turn off this setting, but with skins I still shoot better. What do you guys think about it? Do skins really help? Or is just bullshit? Leave your opinion in comments. On close range you can try to spam to get headshot because bullet is big enough that can compensate bullet spread. Practicing with Sheriff besides the cheap one-tap ability gives you discipline in your crosshair placement and counter-strafing. Shotguns and SMGs can be nerfed and buffed several times, but your skill will never be nerfed, so here you get free long-term benefit. And last thing for today, Sheriff can be good sidearm if you use Operator. If you have no time to reload, or if you hit your opponent through wall, box or in the leg, you will still have the ability to execute with one shot. That's it. I hope this video helped you. If yes, leave like and subscribe right now because I have a lot of interesting stuff for you. Train your Sheriff, make clean one taps, and see you in the next video.